core.
Yes. It's angry. Oh, no, it's stabilized. Oh, no, it's angry.
It's better. It's better. Nope.
Who's doing that?
We're good now. Nope.
So can I get to the scoreboard like I need to?
Yes. Okay. As of last night. Good. All right. You had the 5-on-4 thing you got in the third period.
Yeah, I used it over here.
Yeah, it works. So before the penalties, on penalties are good. You need to change 5-on-4, 5-on-3, 4-on-3.
I was thinking
Right here. The same thing with timeout. All the white ones are things you can choose.
Worst case, we're recording, so you can just upload the recording later. Oh, that's good.
That actually helps. For whatever reason.
Stopping it. It's worse than 16. All three cameras are showing live.
We'll let you do replay.
You guys good?
Because I'm trying to get the goal animation. You could already be done.
Yeah, I got like a timing in my head, like whistle, waiting, one Mississippi, replay, one Mississippi, playing.
Here I go. Good afternoon and welcome to CVCA Livestream's coverage of CVCA Royals hockey from the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League. You are tuned into the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. This is Tim Nichols along with you, and we're glad you've joined us on a Saturday afternoon for the regular season finale for the Royals here in the 2025-2026 season. CVCA and Canfield set to do battle this afternoon. The Royals in Canfield wrapping up regular season activity with sights on the Barron Cup tournament starting this Monday at the Barn of All Barns, the venerable John M. Coyne Rec Center in Brooklyn, Ohio. Royals are coming off a drubbing last night in which they were shorthanded and fell to the Chagrin Falls Tigers by a score of 9-2. You saw that game here on CVCA Livestream. And CVCA is limping across the finish line a little bit this year with multiple season-ending injuries to starters, as well as additional injuries keeping others out of the lineup, and illness this season as well, this last month and last couple of weeks as well. So last night, the Royals only skated 8 skaters plus a goaltender, and despite having an early 2-1 lead in the second period, it was all Chagrin Falls after that, and CVCA fell to Chagrin Falls 9-2. The Canfield Cardinals arrive here having one of their best seasons in recent memory. They come into the contest with a record of 14 wins, 9 losses, no ties. They are 7-7 in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue North Division. That's good enough for 5th place coming into today's action, and Canfield wants to improve upon that and see if they can potentially move up in the seedings as the games play out over the course of the final 48 hours of the regular season today and tomorrow. However, the Cardinals have dropped 3 straight contests dating back to their game against Aurora back on January the 18th. They fell to the Aurora Greenman 7-3, and then followed that up with a loss to the league-leading Westlake Demons 8-3. And then last week on their senior day at home at the Covelli Center down in Youngstown, these Cardinals dropped a close one to a red-hot Solon Comets team, 5-3. The Comets have won 12 straight contests. In fact, Solon has not lost a game since before Christmas, and they are a dark horse, maybe not so dark anymore, as we enter Barron Cup play coming up this week. So today it's Canfield and CVCA. We'll have the starting lineups in about 2 minutes. The Cardinals are coached by second-year coach Josh Congelio. He has turned around this Cardinals program, as we said, having their best season in about 4 years. Last year, in his first year at the helm, the Cardinals finished 4-12. Different story this season. They are led by senior defenseman Luke Scoleri. Comes into the contest tonight with 28 goals on the season. In fact, these Cardinals have 6 players with double-digit goals, Scoleri leading among them. And then Michael Silvestri right behind him, 27 goals, 10 assists, 37 points coming into the contest. Having said all that, earlier this season, back in December, down in Canfield, CVCA played its best game of the year. It was December the 6th, and the Royals skated to a 2-0 victory. Ryan Cogan was in goal, the Royals' junior goaltender. Came into the season as the first-string netminder, and Cogan shut out these Cardinals 2-0. It was 1-0 until late when CVCA got an empty net goal. It was the best performance of the year for the Royals, bar none. The Cardinals certainly looking to turn that around, and certainly it's a different Royals team that skated back in December in Canfield. You will not see today CVCA's Ben Dressel, who had a goal in that game. Dressel was injured in a Christmas tournament game here against Amherst Steel. Took a funny hit, an odd hit at the blue line. It was not anything dirty. It was just an odd hit, and suffered an upper body injury, a bone break, and that will force him to miss, or has forced him to miss, the remainder of his season. And then a couple of weeks ago, in a game against Normandy here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center, CVCA lost its top defenseman, Zach Humphrey, to another upper body injury. And Humphrey will require surgery after the season, and so he has been lost to the season as well. So the shorthanded Royals will skate again today against these Canfield Cardinals, and we'll see how they do. Clock winding down. We'll have starting lineups in just a few moments. Once again, you are tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage of Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League hockey from the Dan Kostel Rec Center in Garfield Heights, Ohio. Teams getting ready for the pregame festivities here at the Dan. Cardinals lined up on their end line. It's been a couple of years since CVCA and Canfield have hooked up regularly. These teams actually have met more than any other opponent for each other throughout the course of their program histories. But CVCA spending the last 2 years in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League White Division, while Canfield was toiling in the blue, and so they had not met. It's the first time since the 2022-23 season, I believe, that we've got a meeting here at the Kostel Rec Center. That game, if memory serves correctly, was a Canfield victory against CVCA in overtime. They got an empty net goal late in that contest and then finished off the Royals with the victory. It was the only loss that CVCA endured en route to their third Barron Cup championship. That championship achieved 3 years ago. A different story this season as the Royals are rebuilding. As we look down to the end line, CVCA will again dress 9 skaters. It looks like they have Amari Atkins, a freshman forward, back from injury. She was nursing an upper body injury herself. But now we're ready for the starting lineups, and here we are. Starting in goal for Canfield today, number 88, J.J. Boris, a junior. Carter Catania, the center, will wear number 84 today. He is a junior. Jackson Derringer, a sophomore forward. And then Michael Silvestri wears number 28, another sophomore And Luke Scolari gets announced, the senior defenseman leading all scorers for the Canfield Cardinals. And the final starter for Canfield, number 77, Jackson Derringer. Lucas Brabham for CVCA gets the start. Evan Canone will start at center for CVCA. Had a couple of goals last night. Sam Larker for the Royals. Rylan Chidima. And Brody Hoffman for CVCA. These Royals have 6 freshmen in their roster, no seniors, a young CVCA team and a young and shorthanded CVCA team, as it were. Now we're going to pause for the playing of our national anthem. They have chosen the Chris Stapleton version of the national anthem from the Super Bowl a couple years ago. Might have set the record for the longest rendition of the national anthem, but many people like it, including the folks here at the Dan. So it is behind us now, and we are ready for hockey. The final regular season game of the season for CVCA. Canfield has one more to go. Cardinals be in action tomorrow against Aurora at the Pond to wrap up their regular season. Both teams will be in action next week during the Barron Cup. Barron Cup Blue festivities begin on Monday, and both these teams will be in action in Brooklyn. It's just a matter of what time and when and against whom. And stick around. We'll have updates on potential Barron Cup brackets to share with you during the first intermission. Take a look at the standings in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue Divisions, the North and the South. NDCL clinched their first divisional championship in the Blue South in program history last night, and they will return to the Barron Cup for the first time since 2016. They will play in the play-in game against the number 8 seed in the Blue North Division. But first things first, here we've got hockey on a Saturday afternoon. The puck is dropped and we are underway from the Dan. Canfield dumps the puck in on the first offensive shift of the contest, and Josh Porter sweeps it around the boards for CVCA. Into the corner chasing after it. It's Connor Cateno. He sweeps it behind the boards. Loose in the corner. Rylan Chiniba sends it up, and he finds Sam Larker. Larker will try and skate it out for CVCA, but Canfield back checking. They take it away from him. It's loose at center ice. And it is Larker who sends it ahead, but it is bodied off the puck, and Canfield will return and send one down the ice just wide of the goaltender, Brabham. CVCA chips it up, but not out, kept in and sent down toward the goal in the slot. Swept to the right of Brabham. Here comes a shot, and Brabham will make his first save of the contest. Lucas Brabham's faced unofficially 68 shots last night in the game against Chagrin Falls. It was just an onslaught. CVCA, again, playing shorthanded. They only had 3 extra skaters. Today they've got 4, and Amari Atkins returns to the ice. She's, again, a freshman, new skater, but the Royals need bodies, and she presents one, and she blocks that shot right there. So the Cardinals in the offensive zone trying to dig the puck out. It's loose in the high slot and poked out by CVCA's Rylan Chidima to center ice. And the Cardinals will regroup with just a minute gone here in the first period. Long pass, and it's into the offensive zone. Gavin Rupert has it taken away. Rylan Chidima in the corner. Loose puck sent up and out. CVCA's Ryan Cogan, who got the shutout against these Cardinals back in December, has been skating out with the Royals needing bodies. And so while his forte is between the pipes, Cogan wearing number 41 and providing an extra set of skates. And he gets a pass across the blue line, too far for Cogan. Chipped up and back to center ice, where it's collected by CVCA's Brody Hoffman. Hoffman chips it ahead, looking for Cogan. Cogan gets it back and dumps it in deep. Ryan Cogan, primarily a goaltender, as we mentioned, hadn't skated out in about 4 years, but again, desperate times require desperate measures. And here comes Hoffman. Hoffman fires, it's knocked down. Michael Silvestri got in front of that attempted shot. And it's Catania who will retreat behind his own goal line, sends it ahead, and he finds a teammate, Ty Novotny. He'll dump it in deep, and icing against the Cardinals. Stoppage with 12:36 to go here in the first period. No score so far, CVCA and Canfield. Make sure to follow us on CVCA Livestream social media platforms at CVCA Livestream. You can see it in the upper right-hand corner on X, on Instagram and Facebook, as well as here on YouTube. Encourage you to sign up and follow us on our YouTube channel. Back underway, and Canfield dumps it in deep. Luke Scoleri. Loose puck on the near side. Dumped down low, and chasing after it is Orlovsky. Centered, but all the way back, and Canfield will have to chase it. Scoleri's back after it. And he'll pick it up with some pressure from Josh Porter from CVCA. Scoleri skates around him. Sends it around the boards, far side. Up to the point, sent toward the goal and chipped in. Hoffman dumped it down low, and Sam Larker was there. Evan Canone battling on the near side boards. Canone had a pair of goals last night. Gets some open space, just shoots, and it's deflected into the rafters. Nice attempt there by Canone. And it'll be an offensive zone face-off for CVCA. Both teams change up, and they'll drop the puck on the right side. Face-off dot in front of the Canfield bench. Puck is dropped down, and it's the Cardinals who come out with it. Silvestri into the offensive zone. Hoffman, about half his size, battling with it in the corner. Catania for a moment, but the Royals trying to take it away, but Catania continues to chase after the puck, and now he's in the far corner. Pair of Royals, Chidima among them, but they can't control the puck. It's taken away and sent up to the right point. Cross ice sent by Alex Stewart. Shot and a save. Comes back loose in front of the slot. CVCA swoops it out of harm's way, and Amari Atkins sends it out to center ice, and the Cardinals will reset. It's poked ahead. CVCA takes it, but they cannot gain the zone. Rylan Chidima trying to back check. He cannot. A shot flies over the crossbar, sent in by Gavin Rupert into the corner. Rylan Chidima picks it up and sends it around to the near side boards, up to the point, kept in there by Alex Stewart and sent down low. It ricochets back into the circle. Now the team's battle on the near side. Chidima sachets it to the far side corner. It's poked down there, and Evan Canone comes in. He'll sweep it up, but not out. That shot is knocked down, and it's poked out to center ice. Closing in on 5 minutes gone in this first period. Alex Stewart, a freshman for Canfield with great size. Had it for a moment, and the Cardinals sent it down the ice for an icing. 9:58 to go, first period. No score. Cateno and Canone ready for the puck to be dropped. Controlled by Canfield. Dumped up, but this will be another icing against the... Oh, they wave it off. They said it was deflected by Brody Hoffman, and so the teams will have to scrum for it in the corner. Sent up to the point, kept in by Scoleri. Scoleri has it taken away, and CVCA will ice it. It'll come right back down to the into the offensive zone for the Cardinals. Shots 4-2 in favor of Canfield here in the first period. Tim Nichols along with Sean Mosher and John Powell bringing the coverage today. A little confusion. Cardinals had 5 in the ice. David Everett was skating off. He skates right back on, and they drop the puck. It's sent toward the goal, swept out of harm's way, and a shot comes in from the point, knocked down in the slot. Dumped back down low by David Everett. Centering pass up to the point. Too far for the captain, Scoleri. And he has to retreat all the way back behind his own goal to get the puck. Scoleri off to the boards to himself, and then chips it ahead. It's left for him by Michael Silvestri. The Cardinals can't control, though, and the Royals clear it down the ice. No icing this time. Canone tries to collect an odd bounce off the boards. Josh Porter pokes it ahead, and now here comes Canone. Sends to Porter, shot and a score. CVCA, Canone to Josh Porter, and the Royals strike first. It's 1-0 CVCA. Here's the replay. I said Porter, actually it's number 22 for the Royals, Sam Larker, who was there. And so Larker with the goal. You see it from behind the goal cam, left alone on the far side, and the Cardinals controlling most of the pace here in the first 6 minutes, but got a little sloppy with the puck in the defensive zone, and it cost them 1-0 Royals here early in the first period. Sam Larker. So Orlovsky into the offensive zone. Into the circle, skates around Hoffman, puts a shot in goal, saved by Brabham. Porter with an assist. Canone also an assist. And Larker the goal for CVCA. So Larker from Canone and Porter. Play continues. Orlovsky into the offensive zone. Puts a shot on Brabham. Off his chest, he makes the save. Sent around, and CVCA trying to clear, but they cannot. It's kept in by Novotny. Behind the goal. CVCA's Parker Berthelot sends it around. Marty Atkins pokes it aside. He can't clear the zone and is dumped right back into the corner. Hoffman, with a little space, sends it up and out to neutral ice. Alex Stewart dumps it back in, but right to CVCA, and the Royals clear it again. Sent up. Berthelot pokes it ahead, avoids one, gains the zone, and then just dumps it deep. Michael Silvestri in the corner. He's got company from Berthelot. Sent out at center ice where Hoffman collects for the Royals and dumps it right back in. CVCA tags up, and they'll change the defenseman. Deep in the zone, but kept in by Hoffman. Dumped down low. Kogan will chase after it for the Royals. He'll try and swoop it to the far side corner. Amari Atkins sees it go by her, and here come the Cardinals. Down 1-0, looking for an equalizer. Novotny gets a shot off, and it's covered by Brabham. A stoppage with 7:02 to go in the first period. Royals 1, Cardinals 0. CVCA had an early lead, and a lead as we look at this replay here from behind the net. Goal cam being replaced today. We lost goal cam for the first time in 3 years last night off a shot off the glass. Sam Larker with the shot last night that took out goal cam. There's a loose puck, and Canfield lucky to get that back. They gain the zone, though. Scoleri winds up, shoots, and a glove save by the goaltender, Brabham. We were saying before the last replay played, the Royals had a 2-1 lead last night, late in the first period. Chagrin Falls tied it up and then took the lead early in the second period. And that will be the challenge today for the Royals, is the limited bench and how long the legs will last. Obviously, they ran out of gas significantly last night against Chagrin Falls. We'll see again what transpires today as they have the 1-0 lead here a little past midway through the first period. Loose puck. Scoleri collects it. Dumps it towards center ice. Orlovsky picks it up and he'll dump it in. Ryland Chidima. Cross ice looking for Porter. Porter can't clear though. Kept in at the left point, and finally Hoffman knocks it out to center ice where Orlovsky has it. Orlovsky. Rupert. Rupert can't control. Canone pirouettes, gains the zone though. Canone to his backhand. Centers to the far side. It goes all the way to the Royals. There's a rebound in front. Oh, good back check there by number 17, Orlovsky, as a puck was just dangling right there in the slot. Orlovsky prevented a potential shot. In the offensive zone for the Cardinals, it's dumped back down low, back to the near side corner. Now up to the point, Novotny, he'll send a shot in. Silvestri tried to tip it, it goes into the far side corner. Royals collect it, sent up, but out. And here comes CVCA on a 2-on-1 into the offensive zone. Shot by Berthelot, loose in front. Rebound by Berthelot and covered by the goaltender, Boris. So the Royals right there with a chance. And we just noted on the scorebug that it says the oath period. We are tied into the scoreboard in the arena here, and they do not have the period listed up on the scoreboard. That is why it says the oath period. That'll get corrected as soon as they make a change over there. We are in the first period. Play resumes as we sent a note over to the scoring table asking to put the period up on the scoreboard. Penalty coming. And it's going to be against Canfield. The Royals are going to go on the power play, it looks like. They'll wait for the call here. Into the box goes number 5, Luke Scoleri. Let's see if we can pick it up here. Scoleri just came in and took out one of the Royals players. So the Royals get their first power play of the contest. And they get a shot from the high slot, or the high point rather. It's cleared out, and CVCA will dump it back in. They're offsides, however, and they'll give time for the Cardinals to clear down the ice. An inadvertent whistle. So that was a clearance by Canfield. Should not have been a whistle. The referee knew immediately he'd made a mistake, and so we'll have the face-off at center ice to restart here. Scoleri in the box for roughing, 2 minutes. And the Royals on the power play. The power play was dismal last night. They gave up 2 shorthanded goals to Chagrin Falls in the third period. And here comes another chance, saved by Brabham. And the Royals' struggles in the power play continue. We'll see if they can get some offensive zone time, even though they have the man advantage. They'll face a defensive zone face-off right here. It's dropped down, loose, and dumped into the corner. Chasing after it, Silvestri. He's got it pinned up against the boards. It's loose, and CVCA digs it out. Cross-ice pass. Berthelot can't control. Actually, it's Sam Larker can't control, and it's taken right back in. Offsides, though, against Canfield. Minute 14 to go on the penalty time to Luke Scoleri. CVCA struggling to control the puck on this power play again. Face-off won by the Cardinals, and they dump it in on the clearance. It ricochets in front of the goal, picked up there by Brody Hoffman, one of the 6 freshmen for CVCA on this limited numbered squad. It's good news for the future. It's been a tough go here over the last month or so. The Royals did start out really well, 6-2 in the division, but just 2-7-1 in their last 10 games, and they turn it over. Here's a shot and a glove save by Brabham. It goes behind the net, and Hoffman will pick it up. Still 43 seconds to go on this power play opportunity. Silvestri hooks Hoffman, loses his stick, no call. Loose behind the Royals net. Shorthanded chance right there. It goes off a Royal and almost into the back of the net. Brabham had to be Johnny on the spot to save that one. 21 seconds left, and the Royals finally gain the zone. They wave off icing, rather wave off offsides, and it led to a scoring opportunity there for Sam Larker. But now 3-on-2 with speed comes Ty Novotny. Shot is blocked. Second shot saved by Brabham. Still 3 seconds to go on the penalty time. A shorthanded chance right there for Canfield. 14-6 shots on goal. 1-0 the score, though. You see the replay right here. Novotny came through the neutral zone with speed, fell down, but actually did not get the shot off. So Scoleri will be coming out of the box here in 3 seconds. Face-off is dropped down, and he's back on the ice, back to even strength. Canfield looking for the equalizer here late in the first period. Centered in front, shot, and there it is. Score for the Cardinals. Canfield gets their first of the afternoon and their first of the season against CVCA. Finally breaking the schneid, or off the schneid. 77 on the goal, Jackson Derringer, his 12th goal of the season, as you see it right there. Derringer right on the doorstep. And they victimized Parker Berthelot from the Royals, and it's 1-1. Time of the goal, 12 minutes and 34 seconds of the first period. Another chance in front. Cleared out to neutral ice. 2 minutes to go, first period, 1-1, CVCA and Canfield. Cardinals just getting even on the Jackson Derringer goal. Evan Canone will just dump it ahead. Canfield resets. Dumped in down low by Alex Stewart. Hoffman swoops it around the boards to the near side. CVCA will break out, but Canfield breaks up the pass attempt, and the Cardinals going the other direction, but taken away by Josh Porter. Porter will dump it down low. He'll chase it. Stewart coming in. Porter dumps it back. Nobody there for the Royals. Minute 24 left. Silvestri. Cross ice. Tipped ahead to center ice. Derringer sends it ahead. He finds Gavin Rupert. Rupert down the left flank. Taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman tries to skate out, but he's converged on by a pair of Cardinals. And CVCA clears. 1 minute to go, period number 1. Rylan Chidima sends it around the boards, far side. Cardinals will keep it in and dump it down low. David Everett. And you can see the legs dragging now for CVCA. Loose puck in front. goes behind the goal. Sent up and cleared out to center ice by Sam Larker. It comes back to Larker. One-on-one. Larker has it poke checked away. He'll dump it down low for CVCA. Ryan Cogan comes and collects. Tries to center. Gets Larker's shot knocked down in front. Larker gets it back. He fires just wide of the net. Loose behind the net and sent up, but not out yet. CVCA's Larker comes up with it again. Centering shot. Actually a shot. Rebound in front. Loose. And Canfield digs it out. 15 seconds there. A flurry of activity for the Royals. Evan Canone comes up with the puck. Tries to stick handle around a couple Cardinals. It's sent up and out. Just when you think the Royals are out of gas, they had a big flurry right there. And J.J. Boris stood tall. 6.4 left on the clock in this first period. Again, stick around. We'll talk about the upcoming Barron Cup here. Look at some potential brackets based on how the standings were coming into today. Have some other content for you during the first intermission. Puck is dropped down into the corner, and that's going to do it on period number 1. Sam Larker for the Royals and Jackson Derringer for Canfield. And we are tied at 1 apiece after 15 minutes of play. You are tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage of CVCA Royals hockey on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. Now we're going to pause for a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Welcome back to CVCA's live streams coverage of CVCA Royals hockey. That message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And if you've got interest in your son or daughter attending CVCA, well, come on down and get a look at the school. Opportunities to tour. Find out about admissions information. You can go to cvcaroyals.org/admissions. We'd love to have you down at CVCA. Head on over to the website and you can find out much more information about how you can take a tour of CVCA in the coming days or find out how to apply. Love to have you down at Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy if you have an interest in your son or daughter. Here, the Royals, the shorthanded Royals, tied up with the Canfield Cardinals after 1 period of play. Mentioned before that we talk about the Barron Cup coming up starting Monday. And first things first, to talk about the Blue North standings, and here they are. As of last night, Westlake clinched the Blue North Divisional Championship with a 6-5 victory over Mayfield. That gave them enough points to guarantee that they will be the #1 seed in the Barron Cup for the second year in a row. Last year, the Westlake Devils were, or Demons I think they are, were upset in the Barron Cup after that perfect regular season. This year, they've got all eyes on trying to raise the cup next week, Saturday, 1 week from today, at the John M. Coyne Rec Center. But they'll have a lot of competition. Chief from Mayfield, who they played last night, spoiled Mayfield's senior night, defeating the Wildcats 6-5 in a game that was 1 goal either way most of the way. Solon Comets, we mentioned before, have won 12 straight games. They started out 3-7, well, they're 15-7, and they've got their senior night this afternoon against Aurora up in Gilmore. They have not lost since before Christmas and climbed all the way up into the 3rd place. A win today against the Greenmen would solidify the 3rd seed for CVCA. Everything else, it's up for grabs. Normandy 4th, Canfield 5th, Aurora 6th, CVCA 7th, and Chagrin Falls 8th. The Royals need to get a point out of this contest today to guarantee that 7th slot and stay out of the 8th seed, which is the play-in game against the #1 seed from the Blue South Division. We'll take a look at those Blue South standings right now, and we mentioned before that it is the NDCL Lions that have won the Blue South Division, their first ever divisional championship in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League. Congratulations to NDCL. Perfect 10-0, and their victory last night solidified that championship. They will return to the Barron Cup for the first time since 2016, and they're going to try and make it more than a one and done against either CVCA, Chagrin Falls, or perhaps Aurora. Those 3 teams at the bottom of the standings right now, with still games to play today and tomorrow. If the Barron Cup started today, this is how it would look. And again, only the teams that are in white have locked in their seedings. Everyone else could change. So this is not official. This is subject to change. But if the Barron Cup were to start today, this is how it would be. Westlake would be the 1 seed. They'd play on Tuesday at 2 o'clock against the winner of Chagrin Falls or NDCL. Again, Chagrin Falls could move up, but that's how it stands right now. The 4-5 game right now would be Normandy and Canfield. These Cardinals will play at 4 o'clock, but Canfield again could move off that slot at 5 and move up to 4 or drop down even. Mayfield is solidified at the 2, and right now they'd play CVCA on Monday night at 6 o'clock, and Solon and Aurora would renew rivalries once again on Monday night at 8 p.m. Sports on Tap, our friends over at Sports on Tap, will have coverage of the Barron Cup Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Monday night's games at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock can be seen on Sports on Tap's YouTube page. And then last night, Rob from Sports on Tap sent us a quick note saying, hey, we picked up the coverage on Wednesday as well, so the Blue semifinals on Wednesday night at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock will be available on Sports on Tap. Make sure you tune in on Thursday, some white divisional action where yours truly will have the play-by-play coverage for our friends over at Sports on Tap. We will update these standings and these brackets once again after today's game. Make sure you follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream, where we'll post the latest bracketology, as it would say, for the Barron Cup in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League Blue Division. This is our last hockey broadcast of the season. After football and hockey, we'll see if we can maybe fit in a basketball game and some lacrosse games in the spring. But as always, we ask that you support CVCA Livestream. If you enjoy the coverage that we bring to you, it is a 100% volunteer production. We like to call it professional production, 100% volunteer staffing, CVCA Livestream. It's our 6th year. We're wrapping up our 6th year of hockey coverage. And we don't take a dime. What is the money used for? Well, it's used to pay for the equipment that we use to bring these broadcasts to you, pay for the streaming costs and what have you. It literally is thousands of dollars a year. So any bit that you can do or you could give to help support CVCA Livestream, we'd absolutely appreciate. You can make a tax-deductible gift to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And you can do that by going to cvcaroyals.org/give-now, or pick out your phone, take out your phone, and scan that QR code that's up on the screen right now. That'll take you to the giving interface. We ask that you make a reference to CVCA Livestream in the comments section when you make your donation. That will ensure that the folks down at CVCA can allocate it to the proper account. And when we have needs for equipment updates and what have you, those are the funds that we are able to use. But every dollar that you give goes toward helping us with the equipment costs and such. That is it. Again, it's 100% volunteer production. Tim Nichols, Sean Mosher, John Powell bringing you the coverage today, and we're glad that you're here with us. We are at the first intermission with the clock winding down here, enjoying Zamboni Camp, which we've got in place for you today. The score is CVCA 1 and Canfield 1. Got some first period highlights, I believe, as the guys have got them queued up, so we'll run those right now. Here we go. First goal of the game scored by CVCA's Sam Larker off a nice pass from Evan Canone after Canfield turned it over in their own zone, and he beat J.J. Boris. The Royals were up 1-0 midway through that first period. Canfield took a penalty. Luke Scolari with a roughing call right there, but they killed off that power play, and then it was 77 Jackson Derringer who got the equalizer right here. You see it from behind the goal. And that is where we stand after one period of play. Canfield 1, CVCA 1. Once again, the Cardinals 14-9, looking for their 15th win of the season. They've lost 3 straight, looking to stop that losing streak. The Royals 8-11-2, and the Royals have lost 4 straight, and they've also lost 7 out of their last 8. It's been a rough go here for CVCA since the Christmas holiday. CVCA actually had to forfeit a game on Thursday night. They skated with 8 skaters last night. They've got 9 available today. Due to injury and also illness, they only had 6 skaters available on Thursday night and had to forfeit a game against Mayfield. An unfortunate event, but CVCA finishing out the season and trying to play strong here in a 1-1 contest against the Canfield Cardinals on Saturday afternoon. Cardinals have returned back to their bench, and CVCA returning into the arena here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center as well. We're just about ready for second period action. We wrap up first intermission coverage. And we are pleased to tell you that they have put the 2 up on the scoreboard for the period, and so it will no longer be the 0th period on our scorebug. We are fortunate enough to have an interface with the scoreboard console, despite from being all the way across the rink. The good folks at the Dan Kostel Rec Center have been good to us over the years, and ran a very long Ethernet cable. Getting too far into the weeds, I think, but nevertheless, that is what has brought us the live scoring here at the Dan, and we are thankful to them for all their support throughout the years. Second period is the long change period. Royals will go left to right in this second period. Canfield will go right to left, and by long change, I mean when they're in their offensive zone. It's a long way to get back to the bench area for changes. "15 minutes up on the clock, and we were ready to go for period number 2. Referees check with the goaltenders. Lucas Brabham defends the goal to our left. J.J. Boris, the junior, defending the goal to our right. The puck is dropped down, and we are underway for second period action. Evan Canone dumps it across the blue line, but it's loose at center ice, and CVCA's Josh Porter dumps it in, but quickly, just as quickly as he does that, it's dumped right back out. But the Royals regain it, and a shot. Boris has to make a save, and he'll cover with Canone coming in from the left point. Brody Hoffman sent that in. Face off to the right of Hoffman. Drop down, and it's the Cardinals who control. Swept around the boards. Rylan Chidima pinches in and sends it back down low into the corner. Sent right back up and out. Icing is waved off. Hoffman will play it for the Royals. Sends it out to neutral ice. It's loose. Picked up by Larker. Larker into the offensive zone. Skates to the right flank. Centers. He's looking for Canone coming, but too far for him. It's chipped up and out. Again, icing waved off. Silvestri gets to it first for the Cardinals. Chidima pesters him. Silvestri to the right, far side corner, sends it back toward the goal. Hoffman sends it up and off the boards. Puck is deflected into the corner. Silvestri centers, but it goes all the way out to center ice and all the way out to the other end of the arena. We're back on it is Luke Scoleri. Scoleri, backhanded flip to center ice. Gavin Rupert sends it ahead. Larker fans on it. Actually, it wasn't Larker. It was 82, and I think that might be Andrew Clark who's suited up today for the Royals. His first appearance in 2 years as Royals looking for bodies. Big hit as one of the Cardinals goes flying. And we've got a Royal that is down. And that is Evan Canone. The Royals can ill afford to lose him. Canone in some distress, but trying to get back to his knees, and he is up. And he'll skate off. So we're stopped here with 13:10 to go in the second period. So I mentioned before, we believe that might have been Andrew Clark out on the ice, number 82 for CVCA. We heard that Clark might suit up for CVCA this afternoon. Played for the Royals 2 seasons ago, has not played since. And again, he's out on the ice right now, I believe, in his first appearance with the Royals. Did not play last season, did not play this season, but with the Royals desperate for any kind of bodies, his classmate said, hey, can you come out and help us out? And he pokes it ahead right there for the Royals. Kogan dumps it in for CVCA. Loose in the corner. Larker tied up. Berthelot feathers it to the near side. Alex Stewart gets to it, sends it up, and the Cardinals will clear. Sent ahead. Here comes Rupert. Rupert shoots and he scores on the short side. Gavin Rupert with a laser beats CVCA's goaltender Lucas Brabham, and it's 2-1 Canfield. You watch it right here. Nice pass ahead, right from the face-off dot, and you won't see a nicer goal than that. Gavin Rupert gets the goal, his 19th of the season. Near side, and the Cardinals have a 2-1 lead. It's dumped in, and Hoffman for CVCA collects it. Cross ice. Josh Porter skates ahead, gets to it, but he's angled off the puck by Luke Scoleri. Rupert from Owen Orlovsky, the scoring on the Canfield goal at 2-1. And we're back underway. This is a loose puck into the corner, no icing. Chidima sends it around the boards. Finds Porter, cross ice, looking for Amari Atkins. Too far for her. Sent right back out to neutral ice, where Canfield collects it, and they'll dump it in deep. Connor Cataneo centered in front. Scoleri gets it. Scoleri sends it down low. It ricochets off a couple bodies and comes out to Canone, who's back on the ice. Good to see him not miss a shift. Canone flips it high and dumps it into the corner. Scoleri sweeps it around far side. Canone is the only one in the corner there. He'll send it up to the point. Shot comes in, loose in front, and it beat the goaltender, but on the backside, icing against Canfield, on the backside, it was Scoleri who swept in to make sure there was no harm done. Gavin Rupert put the Cardinals up just moments ago. Second goal of the day for Canfield. 2-1 the score. 11:10 to go here in the second period. Royals have an offensive zone face-off, and it's Parker Berthelot who'll take the draw for CVCA. It's dropped down and into the corner. Canfield controls. Ty Novotny sends it around the boards. Here's a race. Rupert has it again, this time on the right side. He's going to shoot. This time a save, a big, juicy rebound. Comes all the way out to center ice. Nobody on the backside for the Cardinals to try and collect that one and fire another shot in there. Dumped back in by Canfield. The Cardinals center it in front. CVCA pokes at it, and it's Berthelot who comes out with it. He'll just send it up the ice. This will be icing against CVCA. 10:38 to go, second period. Canfield with the lead, 2-1. Cardinals have been held to 3 goals or less in their last 7 games. Check that. 3 goals or less in the last 3 games. So I misread the scorecard. They did beat the Orange Lions 13-3. And there's another goal right there, the third of the contest. This time it's number 28. Michael Silvestri who gets the goal for Canfield. The loose puck right in front, and he pounced on it to put it behind the Royals netminder. Canfield gets a second here early in the second period. Here's the replay. Silvestri unguarded right on the doorstep and put it behind Brabham, who shows his frustration there. The young goaltender for CVCA looking for some help from his defense. Back underway at 3-1. Still 10:25 to go, second period. It's kept in. No, the referee says no. Scolari not quite able to keep that one in. He'll reset and dump it down low. Clark can't dig it out. Sent around to the far side. Canfield pressuring now. A familiar storyline for CVCA, playing good hockey for about 15 minutes, and then the wheels come off the engine. Backhanded shot. Goes back to one of the Royals, dumped down low by Larker. Canone swings at it, fans on it. It comes up to the point. Hoffman checks it. Clark can't keep it in. Canfield in the offensive zone. Silvestri cross ice. Looking for 71. Connor Lloyd. He dumps it down low. The Royals off the side of the net. Get it right back. Silvestri now. Well, either Scolari. Scolari behind the net has it poked away by Chidima. He'll just poke it up and out. It evades the stick of Gavin Rupert, but icing is the call. And both teams will change. 9:11 to go, second period. Canfield with 2 quick goals here at the start of the second period. And they've got the last 3 after the Royals had an early 1-0 lead. It's 3-1 Canfield. Puck is dropped down. The Royals control. They'll try and build out. Kogan sends it ahead, and he'll chase after it. Ryan Kogan into the corner. Gets bodied up, but there's a teammate there. The Royals can't control, and Canfield will build out. Rupert with speed runs into Chidima, still gets a shot off, and Brabham with the save. Face off in the offensive zone for the Royals, rather for the Cardinals. On the right face off dot. Rupert and Berthelot, one back to Canfield. The shot goes wide. Loose on the near side, and both teams fan on it. There's a big hit and a penalty taken by Parker Berthelot. It'll be a cross check. The goaltender is out. Delayed penalty coming up. The extra man is on for Canfield, and finally CVCA touches up. So Berthelot knows he's headed to the penalty box. And here's the play right here. Got him right between the numbers. And Berthelot will sit for 2 minutes for a cross check. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes and 37 seconds. First power play of the day for the Cardinals. And it's not just a 2-minute, it's a 5-minute major for Parker Berthelot. And the Royals are going to play a man down for 5 minutes. A pivotal point in the game here. Novotny sends it to the slot, shot. It goes wide open net, and a save by Brabham, maybe his best of the day. CVCA sends it up, cannot clear. Novotny keeps it in. Sent down low. Canfield with it. Shot deflected off of 57. That was Chidima. Saved by Brabham. Controlled by Owen Orlovsky. Cross ice. Canfield with the man advantage. Novotny from the high slot. Shoots, and a save by Brabham. Berthelot knew it as soon as he made contact, and it's cost his team a 5-minute major penalty. The Royals trying to kill this one off and minimize the damage. Gavin Rupert will take the draw. It's dropped down, and CVCA cannot clear. Canone fans on it. Novotny, cross ice, finds Scolari into the corner. Shot knocked down. Rupert was trying to connect from the slot. He digs it out. Does Rupert, sends it up to the high slot again. Novotny. Now Scolari, cross ice. Rupert, he'll shoot off the body. Second shot goes wide. Brabham diving, loses the stick. Brabham without the stick in the goal. Scolari from the left point. High slotting, or high point again. Sent down to the slot. And that one flutters up. Just doesn't find the goal. Scolari now with it again. 3:45 to go in the power play. Canfield, cross ice, setting up the back door, and they could not convert. CVCA, though, cannot finish. Shot, and a save by Brabham, who dives, still without the stick. Here comes a shot down low, and Brabham finally gloves it down and lays down on his stomach. You couldn't blame CVCA's Lucas Brabham from being exhausted. Multiple opportunities there for the Cardinals. And here's the replay. I think this might be when he lost the stick. Windmill didn't. Just lost it himself. Face-off is dropped down. Josh Porter is bodied away from it as he tried to control it. CVCA still has yet to clear in this power play. Cross ice. Rupert tries to center. It's fluttered to the far side corner. Scolari will collect it. Finally, the Royals will clear it. 3 minutes and 4 seconds to go on the major penalty. Josh Porter skates off. The Royals will change one. Meanwhile, Canfield gains the zone again. Sam Larker replaced Porter. The Royals get it, and they are able to clear. Down on the goal. And a save by Boris off the rink-wide shot. 2:40 to go in the penalty time. To Parker Berthelot in for a 5-minute major for a cross-check. On the far side, Michael Silvestri into the corner. Silvestri tries to center it, goes behind the goal to the near side. Jackson Derringer up to the point. Novotny has it. Novotny back down to Derringer. CVCA gets in there and they'll clear it. Nice job there by Rylan Chidima. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the penalty time. 5.5 to go as Canone heads off. Royals sub one. A shot up into the rafters, and it's Kogan who came on. I believe Canone got off for CVCA. 2:01 left to go in the penalty time. Canfield 3, CVCA 1. Face off to the right of Lucas Brabham. It's dropped down, and the Royals, can they control? No. Kogan couldn't sweep it ahead, so it's kept in. Scolari down low, centered up back to the top right point. A shot and a scoop by Brabham again. That time it was 71 Connor Lloyd who dumped it in on goal. So we'll restart with 1:50 to go in the penalty time. 5:12 to go in the second period. Face-off controlled by Canfield up to Lloyd. Lloyd from the left point. His shot is deflected. Loose on the far side. Sam Larker can't control. Scolari has it. He dumps it into the corner. Canfield, shot and another save by Lucas Brabham. Berthelot, all he can do is watch. His teammates have killed off the first 3.5 minutes of the penalty time. We'll reset again from the right face-off dot. Dumped back. CVCA controls but cannot clear. Scolari centers in front, shot and saved by Brabham. Scolari gets it in the corner. Scolari surveys, centered in front to the slot and cannot connect, and CVCA will breathe for a moment as Canfield has to retreat on the puck sent out by themselves. They'll reset with 1:10 to go in the penalty time. Sent ahead. Silvestri's in the zone. His shot is deflected up into the netting behind the net to the right of Lucas Brabham. And 65 seconds remains on the penalty time. Canfield 3, CVCA 1. Parker Berthelot in the box with a major penalty. Puck is dropped down and Canfield controls again. From the slot, shot flies across the crossbar above it. Sent down low again. On the backside, there's a shot. Oh, wide open net, missed by Connor Catneo. Catneo off the side of the net. Andrew Clark out there for CVCA in his first game action in 2 years. To the slot, it goes up and trickles out. 39 seconds to go in the penalty time. Catneo with a wide open net, but couldn't find the back of the net for the Cardinals. Here's a shot, blocker save, actually a second shot, and another save by Brabham. 23 seconds to go. See if we get a look at it here. Here's Catneo on the backside. Just could not finish. He may be dreaming about that chance tonight. 22 seconds left. Silvestri, centered. Rupert, saved by Brabham. Up to the right point, Scolari. Scolari dumps it down low. CVCA pokes it away. Porter, can he clear it? No, it's dumped back into the corner, but just 5 seconds left. Clark centered in front. Rupert can't get it, and the Royals will clear, and they will kill off a 5-minute major. Berthelot to the bench. Canone back out of the ice, and we're back to even strength with 3:15 to go here in the second period. Canfield cannot capitalize on a 5-minute power play, but they lead. And Scolari skates in. Can he score? He'll shoot, and he will. The power play expired, but Luke Scolari says, thank you very much. I'll score at even strength. It's 4-1 Cardinals. Scolari split the defense. Chidima and 82 Clark, and got to the goal and put it behind Brabham. And the Cardinals get a third here in the second period, a fourth overall, and they lead it 4-1. Scolari came into the game as the leading scorer for these Cardinals. With 28, he adds another right there. Three minutes to go, second period. Canone has his pass deflected, and the Cardinals will dump it in again. Loose in front. Chidima will sweep it aside and send it up, and this will be icing against CVCA. Official scoring, Scolari on the goal from Gavin Rupert and Michael Silvestri. Scolari from Rupert and Silvestri, and the Cardinals leading 4-1, looking for more. Time of that goal was 11 minutes, 57 seconds of the second period. Back underway, Clark for CVCA. He'll fan on it. Sent around to the near side. Atkins feathers across the ice, but the Royals can't clear the zone. Canfield shoots, save, rebound, second save by Brabham. .222, second period. All twos in the scoreboard right now, except for the Canfield 4 and the CVCA 1. Those are the numbers that matter the most. Play resumes. Scolari looking for another. Has that shot deflected. In the corner. He'll body Clark out of the way. Berthelot comes in and takes Scolari to the ground. It's loose and comes up to the high point. Shot and a save by Brabham as Scolari lurking there for more. (34-8) shots on goal. So once again, a barrage on the CVCA crease. It's been the story of the season. That one is loose in the front. Played with a high stick. Here comes CVCA. Larker trying to get toward the goal. Gets a shot and a save by Boris. A rare save, just the 9th shot of the day for the Royals off the stick of Sam Larker. Mentioned it's been the story of the day. Yesterday against Sugar Falls, the Royals gave up 68 shots on goal unofficially. Canfield is halfway there. We're late in the second period. 34-9 on the shots, 4-1 on the scoreboard. Rupert, back checked by Canone. And the Royals, for the moment, clear the zone. Larker dumps it in, but Canfield's right there to pick it up. And it's Scolari. Poke checked away from him by Josh Porter, who will dump it deep. Lloyd to Scolari. It seems like he hasn't come off the ice the entire period. And why would he? Sent ahead, and this will be icing against the Cardinals. Canfield, when they're playing well, plays very well. Looking through the early season results and some of their wins, they have a win against Westlake in the second game of the year. 6-5. All the way back on November 16th. Just one of the 2 losses that Westlake suffered in the division all season as they ice it. And so whoever gets Canfield this week in the Barron Cup has got to come to play. Not be deceived by the whatever seed Canfield is going to be on, whatever seed line they'll be on. It's a shot is sticked aside by Boris from a sharp angle by CVCA's Josh Porter. Icing waved off, so Hoffman sends it ahead. The Royals cannot clear the zone. Silvestri has it with 40 seconds left. Shot is deflected off of Cataneo. Canone sends it to the near side corner. Chidima has his stick lifted. Matt Warren out there for a shift. Sent up to the left point. Novotny has it. Novotny cross ice. Shot goes wide. And Brabham another save with 11.6 to go here in period number 2. Once again, we're glad you're with us here on CVCA Livestream, wrapping up the regular season and our hockey coverage for 2025-2026. Royals will defend another face-off in their defensive zone. It's dropped down and one back to the Cardinals. Novotny, though, cannot keep it in. He'll retreat to center. And the Cardinals clear. Can they have time for one more rush? It's a long shot and another save by Brabham. And there is the buzzer. Second period in the books. And a good period for the Canfield Cardinals. They score 3 times, and we go to the second intermission with Canfield leading CVCA by a score of 4-1. We'll cue up some of those second period highlights and get those ready for you. And once again, we will talk about the Barron Cup if you missed it during our first intermission. And bring up that Barron Cup graphic as we get ready to go. with our second period, second intermission info for you. Let's take a look at that Barron Cup graphic once again, and we'll bring it up right there. Again, this was as of the games completed last night. Still games to be completed today. In fact, today, the 31st, you've got Solon and Aurora playing. Canfield and CVCA are right here. And then Chagrin Falls and Orange in the Battle of the Pond. The Orange Lions, the defending Barron Cup champion, are going to miss out on the Barron Cup this year as they are winless. But nevertheless, they want to defend the pond tonight against Orange. So, as we were mentioning, those three games to take place today. Tomorrow, Solon and Normandy, and Canfield and Aurora. So 5 games beyond today's games, or including today's games, still left to determine what seed line each of these teams will be on. These are the teams that will compete. The top 8 from the Blue North, and NDCL, the winner of the Blue South, will compete for the Barron Cup 3 championship at the John M. Coyne Rec Center starting on Monday. Westlake against the winner of the 8-9 game, or the 8-1 game, I guess it were. The 8th seed of the North, which is currently Chagrin Falls and NDCL. Westlake gets an extra day to rest, but then they'll have to suit up the very next day on Wednesday. So Westlake and the winner of Chagrin Falls NDCL, should things remain the same, would play on Tuesday at 2 o'clock. The Monday games, Normandy Canfield right now, that is not set in stone, but as things started today, that's the way it looked, would play at 1 o'clock, rather at 2 o'clock on, rather at 4 o'clock on Monday. That's a live barn game. And then Sports on Tap will have coverage of the remaining games in the blue. Monday night, Mayfield as the 2 seed against whoever will be the 7. Right now, that's the Royals, but the Royals could drop if they don't come back in this game. Solon Aurora, who are playing this weekend, today in fact, would resume acquaintances on Monday night if things remain the same. But again, it all depends on how these final 5 games play out. Sports on Tap has those games at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock on Monday night. They'll also have the games on Wednesday, the semifinals, at 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock at the Barn of All Barns, the John M. Coyne Rec Center in Brooklyn. Championship game for the Blue Barron Cup 3 Championship will take place 1 week from today on Saturday at 1 o'clock. That game also on Sports on Tap. Make sure you follow them. We would appreciate it if you follow us at CVCA Livestream. And we are thankful that you have supported us throughout the years. Make sure you follow us on social media, on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram at CVCA Livestream. And make sure you hit that subscription button, the subscribe button on YouTube where you're watching right now. And if you don't mind and you are so compelled, we would love it if you would support us. Professional production, 100% volunteer staffing. Once again, Sean Mosher, John Powell, Tim Nichols along with you, bringing you the coverage today and throughout the season. You can make a tax-deductible gift to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. That money goes to support our equipment costs. Everything else we do is 100% volunteer staffing, as it says at the top. So if you are so compelled, we would greatly appreciate it if you could help us defray some of the costs that it takes for us to bring these broadcasts to you. You can go to cvcaroyals.org/give-now. Reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section, or you can just take out your phone and click that QR code, scan it, and it'll bring you right to the giving interface. Once again, we appreciate your support and your following CVCA Livestream. We thank you for helping us defray some of those costs. It is intermission here at the John M. Coyne Rec Center. The second intermission, the Zamboni is out. We've got Zamboni Cam there for you and for your enjoyment. Now is your opportunity to head on over to the refrigerator, fill up that beverage of choice, fill up the chip bowl, and we'll be back for third period action in just a few moments. We're going to take a break right now and leave Zamboni Cam up. You are tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage of Royals hockey on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. Welcome back to CVCA Livestream coverage of Royals hockey on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. Getting ready for third period action here from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. CVCA and Canfield in a 4-1 contest here after 2 periods where the Cardinals lead the Royals. In the regular season finale for CVCA. Royals with an uphill climb here in the third period. CVCA held to just 1 goal. Canfield with 3 goals in that second period, and it's been a while since CVCA has scored more than a couple. They did score 4 against Solon back in January, on Sunday, January 18th. They'll need at least 4 to tie here. And they have been challenged on the offensive side for most of the season. So we want you to stick around. It's the last chance to see the Royals here on the ice here in 2026 on CVCA Livestream. And before we get the third period underway, we're going to run the second period highlights. It was all Canfield in that second period. And here we go. First goal of that second period from the left face-off dot. It was Gavin Rupert who beat Lucas Brabham on the near side just a minute and a half into that second period. That made it 2-1 Canfield. And here's the third goal, scored by Michael Silvestri as the puck came to him. The bouncing puck, he's right on the doorstep, and 3-1. The Royals then killed off a 5-minute major penalty, and there's the penalty taken by Parker Berthelot. And right after the penalty expired, Luke Scolari skated in between a couple of the defenders and beat Brabham to make it 4-1. So despite being able to kill off the 5-minute power play, literally seconds later, the Royals defense lets down and Scolari gets a point-blank goal, beating Brabham to make it 4-1. And that's where we stand after 2 periods of play. Cardinals, again, looking to get off a 3-game losing streak here, and they've got 15 minutes between them and getting their 15th win of the season. We look back through the records as far as we could go back, and 16 is the high water mark for these Canfield Cardinals. I believe that was in 2021, 2022. They made it to the Barron Cup finals before losing in the championship game to Chagrin Falls, if our memory serves correctly. They'd like to have a Cinderella run next week, and we'll see what transpires in Brooklyn. Right here, though, what transpires, or what will transpire, is 15 more minutes of hockey here at the Dan for the Royals in 2026. Hard to believe the Barron Cup is on the doorstep, but it is. And after that, it is the OHSAA State Tournament, which is typically a quick out for all these teams in the blue division, as the single division format heavily favors the bigger schools. Nevertheless, both these teams have at least a couple games remaining in their season.
82 is actually Josh Gross.
Got it. And we have been just informed that while we thought Andrew Clark was skating today, Josh Gross is wearing number 82, so he's a regular for CVCA, but he normally wears number 16, so apologies to the Gross family. We were told that Clark might be suiting up. Apparently that is not the case. And Josh Gross must have forgotten his white jersey number 16, or I'm not sure what the reasoning was there, but nevertheless he's wearing 82 today, and we'll get that corrected on our documentation. What we have right now is Canfield with an offsides, is 84 for the Cardinals. Connor Cataneo took that puck right beyond the blue line himself and fired it right back in. You'll see it right here as the puck comes just beyond the blue line before he sent it in off one of his own players. Matt Warren got hit by that puck results in a face-off just beyond the face-off dot, or the blue line rather, and Luke Scolari will retreat back and chase it. Just underway here in the third period, 4-1 Canfield. Cardinals gain the zone on the left side. That shot goes into the netting. Good crowd on hand today at the Dan. You saw some chuck-a-puck action happening during the intermission. More CVC athletic action tonight. Down in Talmadge, the Royals boys basketball team is on the road against Talmadge. Junior Royals night last night at Tim Byerly Gymnasium, where CVCA won a North Coast Conference matchup against Holy Name 71-50. Here the Royals hockey team trying to come from behind. Icing against Canfield early in this third period. So they'll get an offensive zone face-off. 31-10 shots on goal, and the Royals are going to have to try and get more shot attempts on J.J. Boris. He does give up an average of 3.94 a game, but he's got an 83.4% save percentage. The Royals just have not had much pressure at all on Boris today, and that is not unusual. Here comes Rupert. Gavin Rupert, shot from a sharp angle, sticked aside by Brabham. Rupert gets it back. He's already got one. He'll fire. That goes over the crossbar. Centered in front. Rupert, a third chance, saved and finally swept out of harm's way all the way down just to the left of Boris, icing on CVCA. Gavin Rupert with 3 attempts there at his second goal of the afternoon. Face off in the offensive zone for the Cardinals. Catneo can't control. The Royals will skate out or push it out. Now a whistle blows, and we've got a cross check, a penalty. Question is on whom. The box opens, and it's Connor Catneo who's going to go into the box for Canfield for 2 minutes. Royals will get a power play, and we'll see if they can possess the puck and get any shots on goal. They start by seeing Canfield clear it, and now it's a race. Michael Silvestri into the corner, centers. Rupert with speed has it taken away. Porter looking for Canone, and he finds him. Evan Canone cross ice, gets it to Sam Larker. Larker's shot is deflected. Doesn't get much on it. Porter gets it. He'll send it toward the goal. Deflected to the right of Boris, sent up to the point, kept in by Canone. Canone sees the hit coming, gets knocked on his keister, and Canfield will try and clear. Behind the net, Silvestri sends it to the near side where CVCA will pick it up to the point. Hoffman looks, surveys, sends it back down low. Chidima back to Brody Hoffman. Hoffman has it poked away, nobody at the point, and Canfield clears. And Canfield has a chance. It's Scolari again. Scolari's going to skate in. Poke checked away by Rylan Chidima. The always dangerous Luke Scolari has it on his blade, and they'll skate out and waste some time. Sends it to the near side to Gavin Rupert. Rupert cross ice. Ty Novotny awaits, and Novotny clears with 45 seconds to go in the penalty time. Hoffman turns it, almost turns it over. It bounced over the stick of number 7, Gavin Rupert. Now the Royals gain the zone. Into the corner, the puck flutters. Sam Larker chases. Bodied up, centered in front. Chidima shoots, and it's gloved to the side. Second shot is covered by Boris. Good chance there for Rylan Chidima. Boris got a glove on it, and I'm not sure it was actually on goal. We'll get another look at it right here. It was not. Boris actually did not get a glove on it. Just missed the goal altogether from the slot there, and Chidima wishes he had another chance at that one. 23 seconds left to go in the penalty time. Canfield wins the face-off, sends it around, but Hoffman keeps it in for the moment, but Orlowski sends it out for Canfield, and Rylan Chadima's back on it with 13 seconds to go in the power play. Better effort by CVCA in this power play, probably the best in 2 days, and they're going to go on defense as they commit a penalty here. So 4 seconds to go in the penalty on Canfield, and you see the trip right here. So we'll have 4-on-4 hockey for 4 seconds, and then the Canfield Cardinals will have nearly the full 2-minute allotment of a power play themselves. Face off in the offensive zone for Canfield. Orlovsky will take it for the Cardinals. It's dropped down, and CVCA pokes it ahead, but not out. Scolari controls, and the power play ensues for Canfield. CVCA has it behind the net. Hoffman gets it on his forehand and tries to clear, but it's knocked down and kept in. A couple of Royals bump into each other. Kogan tries to get to it. He cannot, and it's kept in by Canfield at the left point. Shot off the back window. Scolari on the near side centers. Dumped back down low. Hoffman sends it up and out. Minute 25 to go on the power play for Canfield. Gavin Rupert retreats and collects the puck for the Cardinals. Rupert around the near side boards to Luke Scolari. Scolari, the leading scorer for these Canfield Cardinals, winds up through the neutral zone, and they'll gain the blue line. Scolari, left side, setting up the power play. Centers to Rupert. Rupert shoots, save off the blocker. Second shot, Brabham saves it again, and it's poked ahead. Scolari shoots it. It goes wide open net for the moment, and it's knocked down, and the whistle blows. Puck was loose. Royals catch a break. Here comes the replay. Brabham directing traffic. And a view of that one. That's where the whistle blew. It was loose on that far side. And Royals will take any break they can. 54 seconds to go on the penalty to Evan Canone in the box for tripping. Canfield wins the face-off. Shot comes in. Another save. Scolari fires wide. Puck deflects to the near side boards. Scolari shadowed by Larker. Dishes to Rupert. Rupert's shot goes wide off the end boards. Josh Porter trying to sweep it out, and he does, and clears to the Royals with 25 seconds to go in the penalty time. Boris sends it ahead to Luke Scolari again. He gains his own. He's going to take a chance. It's knocked away and cleared out by CVCA with 14 left on the penalty. Canone awaits his return to the ice with 10 seconds left. Silvestri kicks it. It goes back 5 seconds on the penalty time. And CVCA is going to kill this one off. Josh Porter intercepts, sends it ahead, but it's knocked down. Back to even strength. Novotny sends it to the far side. Around the boards it goes. Kept in at the point, and a big hit. Porter tied up with Jackson Derringer, who has a goal today. Canone unable to keep it in at the blue line. Chidima will battle with Silvestri. Whistle blows, and we've got a hook. And the Royals will go back on the power play. You get the chance to look at it here. Michael Silvestri knocked down CVCA player. Didn't look like a hook to me. It looked like a cross check, but same result. 2 minutes in the box for Michael Silvestri. Canfield controls the face-off, but CVCA intercepts. There's a shot, goes wide. Royals power play has 1:49 left on it. Sent up, but kept in just for the moment, but controlled by Canfield. Orlovsky dumps it ahead. Rupert's going to be the first one to it. Not sure why there was a whistle there. Canfield is killing a penalty. They're going to bring it all the way back down into the Royals zone. Played to the high stick is the ruling, apparently. So that's why it comes back down. Royals win the faceoff. Hoffman sends it toward the net. It goes wide. In the corner, CVCA trying to dig it out. Josh Porter was there. He gets it back, sends it toward the goal. He gets knocked down in front. Here's Canone. Shoots, and a blocker save by Boris with a chance there. Sent around the boards to the near side. Larker dumps it back down low. Brody Hoffman is there. He gets upended. Sent back around, kept in for the moment. Larker battling with Orlovsky. He's going to flick it. It's knocked up in the air. Chidima can't get to it. Here comes a 2-on-1 for the Cardinals. Shot and a save by Brabham for the Royals. In the corner, Owen Orlovsky sends it up to the point. Off Scolari, still in the zone and kept in on the left side by Gavin Rupert. He sends it down low where Larker backhands it to Porter. Porter has it knocked up in the air and gets it right back with 40 seconds to go. Sends it ahead. Hoffman just dumps it ahead, sees a big hit coming, and he's knocked down by Scolari, and the Cardinals clear. Hoffman gets up slowly, stays on the ice. 29 seconds to go on the CVCA power play, rolling down to midway through period number 3. Cardinals leading 4-1. Ryan Cogan sends it ahead. No one in particular, and it's picked up by one of the Cardinals. Canfield, without much pressure, will just clear it down the ice with 10 seconds to go in the penalty time. Here comes a rush toward it. Backhanded shot as nobody for CVCA hustled. Penalty time will expire, and the Royals will miss another opportunity. Offsides. One of the Royals was in the zone. Looked like it might have been Parker Berthelot on the far side. We'll get a look at it here. And it was Berthelot wandering into the zone just a moment too soon before Rylan Chidima entered. 7:08 to go. Canfield with a 4-1 lead. Royals gain the zone with Berthelot dumping it in, but Alex Stewart is there. He chips it ahead out to center ice, and Josh Gross will chase after it. Gross with a dangerous pass toward the slot. It's intercepted. Catneo had it. Puck bounces around. Chidima picks it up. Chidima will skate out. Good back checking, but it's loose to Larker. Larker backhands it. It's knocked down, though, by 77 Derringer. Kept in at the point by Gross. Amari Atkins put her nose in there. The puck went up and out of play with 6:22 to go. Third period action. A reminder, make sure you follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram. We'll always let you know about when our next broadcast might be. Looking at a basketball game, perhaps. We can get our guys together in the month of February in Tim Byerly Gymnasium. We haven't been there yet this year. Royals have another good season. And then we'll amazingly be talking about spring sports. It doesn't feel much like spring outside these days, but spring sports start in about 2 weeks. Lacrosse, anybody? College lacrosse started today, and there were some very cold venues. Making the Dan look downright warm in comparison. As we're here from the Dan Kostel Rec Center. 5:45 to go. Gavin Rupert along the left wing. Skates behind the net. Rupert centers in front. It comes to 71, I believe, Connor Lloyd. It might have been Derringer, actually, who fanned on that one. Off the side of the net, and the Royals poke it out of harm's way. Still loose and sent back toward the goal. It goes to the left of Brabham. And CVCA will just clear it down the ice. Icing against the Royals with 5:15. Make it 5:16 to go. Canfield on their way to an apparent victory. They've got 5:16 between them and their 15th win of the season. Their first win, though, since that 13-3 shellacking of Orange that took place at the Pond on January 17th. It's been a couple of weeks. Puck is loose in front. Scolari gets it. He fires. It's deflected to the near side corner. Ryan Cogan trying to pick it up for the Royals. Scrum. Lloyd fires it in there. It's knocked down in front. The Royals clear it out. Canfield will have to reset. 4:45 to go. Scolari winds up, shoots, and he scores. Luke Scolari, got to get a body on him or he's going to do just that. He gets his second of the day. The leading scorer for the Cardinals gets number 30 on the season. Entered the zone uncontested, skated right past the defense of the Royals. Rylan Chidima one-on-one. Took one move to his left and buried it past Brabham for the 5th goal of the day for Canfield. Time of the goal, 10 minutes and 22 seconds for Luke Scolari. And Canfield's lead balloons to 5-1. Loose puck into the netting just below us. We'll get a stoppage, 4.5 to go. Royals likely will fall into the number 8 spot, and so probably will get the 2 o'clock game on Monday against NDCL with this loss. We have not yet seen a score from Solon and Aurora, but Solon would have been favored in that one, but crazier things have happened. And likewise, Chagrin Falls and Orange yet to play today. Tigers with a victory against CVCA last night and an upset win last week against Mayfield. Orange winless in the division so far this season, so in all likelihood CVCA will be playing on Monday at 2 o'clock and hoping to beat NDCL to have a chance to advance. There's a shot by Evan Canone. It's gloved down by Boris, and Boris will lay down. He's not been that busy, but he looks a little tired. It is late in the season. We'll give him a break. Young man's got 14 wins in the season, about to get number 15. He's done good work for the Cardinals in goal this year. Loose puck won by the Cardinals, and here comes Canfield again. Michael Silvestri pauses. His pass is intercepted by Ryan Cogan. It's kept in by Scolari. There's that man again, as they say. He shoots, saved, and the rebound is swept aside by CVCA. That's the 40th shot of the day for Canfield on goal. Dumped in by Canone. Cogan has it come to him, but can't control. Gets knocked down. And Canfield breaks out with it. Catneo pushes it ahead. He's going to chase after it himself. Canone pressuring him. It comes to 84. That's Connor Catneo. His shot saved. Now Scolari, he'll shoot again. Saved by Brabham again. Gross bangs it off the boards. And CVCA will just knock it down the ice for an icing call with 2:45 to go. 2:44 to go in regular season play. Regardless of who you're a fan of, we encourage you to make an effort to get on down to Brooklyn this week to the John M. Coyne Rec Center, as that puck is loose and Boris sweeps it to the far side. Lots of great hockey, and the best hockey of the year in Northeast Ohio at the Barron Cup each year. 6 straight days of hockey in Brooklyn, starting Monday at 2 o'clock with 4 games in this blue division, all leading up to championship Saturday with 3 championship games, Barron Cup 1, 2, and 3 next week. Sports on Tap, our good friends, has the coverage on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Give them a follow. So we're down to the final 2 minutes here. Owen Orlovsky loose in front. The stick is lifted by Chidima. Puck is cleared out by the Royals. Gavin Rupert out there. It's sent back to 36, Ty Novotny. I want to give Owen Orlovsky a shout out as he heads off the ice. He set a team school record with 5 assists in an 8-5 win over Kent Roosevelt this year. They've been playing hockey for a long time at Canfield High School, so to get a record like that, congratulations to him. The Cardinals, 75 seconds away from victory here today at the Dan. Whistle. And we've got a late penalty, it looks like, behind the play. Penalty box opens, and it is Silvestri who's going to go in. 2 minutes for roughing. It happened as we had our eyes fixated on J.J. Boris. And so, we did not see it. But he will sit for the remainder of this game unless the Royals can score here. They will have a man advantage for the final 109. Canfield controls the faceoff, and they will clear. And David Everett is there. CVCA's Brabham plays it behind the net to avert danger, and the Royals will head up ice. Chidima on the right flank gets a shot off the face mask of Boris. It's still loose in front, and finally the junior goaltender covers. 43.9 left on the clock. Royals with a better effort than what we saw last night. Still on the short end of a 5-1 score here at the Dan today. Puck is dropped down, sent to the corner. David Everett got a stick on it. Check that, it wasn't Everett, it was 77 Derringer. Canfield clears with less than 30 to go now. Royals with time for a rush or 2 more. Here comes Sam Larker. He gains the zone. Larker on the right flank. Gets one toward the goal, loose in front, and a goal for CVCA, knocked in by one of the Cardinals. And so the Royals will add a second goal, and Boris unhappy with his teammates right there. That's an own goal, but the Royals will take it. Looks like Boris may have knocked it in himself, actually. He's angry with his teammates, but nevertheless, I think it's his stick. You'll get a good look at it right here as he tries to clear. Well, he and 77 Jackson Derringer came, and we'll give that to Derringer. Officially, Sam Larker gets the goal for the Royals. He was the last one to touch it for the Royals, and the clock is going to wind out on this one. There's the horn, and the regular season has come to the end. An end. Canfield Cardinals are victorious today on CVCA Livestream by a final score of 5-2. Canfield goes to 15-9-0, 8-7 in the division. CVCA drops to 8-12-2, and they will finish regular season play 6-9-1 in the Blue North division. The Royals' next assignment will be on Monday, likely in the 2 o'clock play-in game against NDCL. The Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League will release the official pairings on Sunday night. There are still games to be played, so that is not an official announcement by any means. Orange and Chagrin Falls play tonight, and the result of that game will likely determine where the Royals end up on the seeding chart. Nevertheless, Canfield with a victory today, a resounding victory by the Cardinals here in Garfield Heights. Gentlemen, any highlights in the third period? Sean Mosher is going to act very quickly, and as he does, we are going to give you one final reminder about how you can support CVCA Livestream. Our last broadcast of the hockey season. We want to remind you one final time, if you've enjoyed what you saw today, you can support us financially by giving a tax-deductible gift to CVCA. You go to cvcaroyals.org/give-now, or scan that QR code, reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section. Again, we don't take a dime from that, but it does help us defray the equipment costs associated with doing these and bringing these broadcasts to you. All right, we got highlights ready, gentlemen, and here we go. Third period highlights. Luke Silvestri gets tripped right there. That led to a power play. Here comes another penalty. I guess we got a lot of penalty highlights in that third period. Here comes a goal. Silvestri skates in and beat Brabham to get another one on the board. His 30th of the season for the senior from Canfield. And the final score of the season, in the regular season for the Royals, credited to Sam Larker, a misplay by the goalie Boris and Jackson Derringer. With just 3.6 seconds left in the season, the Royals score. And that is how the season ends. Its final score, once again, Canfield 5 and CVCA 2. Final reminder, make sure you follow us on social media at CVCA Livestream on Facebook, on X, and on Instagram. And make sure before you go away today, you hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Our next broadcast will likely come from Tim Byerly Gymnasium. We will announce that on social media officially in the coming days. For now, on behalf of Sean Mosher on camera, John Powell, our director, this is Tim Nichols. We thank you for joining us all throughout the season, and we will see you next time on CVCA Livestream. So long, and have a great weekend, everybody.